Right guys, welcome back to the channel and to my review of my Genestealer cult / catachan guard army. So, as you can see, it is heavily converted and most stuff will double up in Genestealer cult or Imperial Guard. So what I've done, if you have a look at the Lehman Russ tanks and stuff, is I've kind of tried to amalgamate Tyranids into the beasts. A lot of people say it references Jason the Wheeled Warriors, a cartoon from the 80s. Yes, I did like the idea of that and it was really cool, but I forgot about that cartoon until after I'd made these. But yeah, I kind of was a little bit inspired by some of the Blanchitsu stuff that was in White Dwarf. And I was like, yeah, I want to do a fully converted army. So this has been ongoing for actually quite some time. And I've just been kind of picking it up as and when. I want to give a massive shout out to everybody who's actually sent me Tyranid bits. You'll notice that I do have quite a lot of certain items. So massive shout out to everybody that's given me spares over the last year that it's took for me to put this together. Because I bought the Guard Codex when I bought Alariel for Lucy's birthday last year. So yeah, a long time in the making. So the idea is to build a brigade, but I haven't painted all of my neophytes yet because let's face it, they're very detailed and there's a lot of time to go into them to get them ready. So what have we got? Well, let's have a look at the HQs first. So we've got Colonel Extra Hand Strachan. Of course, he's got a Genestealer hand on there as well. The Magus, literally straight up using the model as a Primaris Psyker. And then, of course, the Acolyte in the barrel is Marvel, because why not? For a fourth HQ, I'm running this guy as a Plasma, what's it called, Tank Commander, an Executioner Tank Commander. You'll notice that is a acid spray with a Carnifex back piece, and then the jaws of a Morlock. It's got Death Spitters on the side, and of course the Crushing Claws essentially count as a what's it called, Dozer Blade. We've got another one with the acid spray again, but this one's counting as a battle cannon and 3 venom cannons. Could literally use them as heavy bolters, heavy flamers. For the purposes of the army running as catachan, they are heavy flamers. We've got another one here as well. You'll notice I've got more scythes and stuff on this one. Why not? Stranglethorn cannons and twin venom cannon on the front to count as the exterminator auto cannon. I could even run it as an annihilator with 2 twin las cannons on the front instead. And then we've got this one with the flesh borer hive on the front, which is obviously a Punisher Gatling cannon. You'll notice I've used a lot of the Tyranid Carnifex. I've used the mandibles here from the Morlock as well, and mandibles from the Morlock or Trigon or something down here as well again. Lots and lots of green stuff used to blend it all in, but I wanted a striking standout army, so hence the green and blue chitin and flesh, and then the grey and purple camouflage. Looking at the Sentinels, you'll see that I've put Venom Throw tendrils on. I've put a Scything Talon on to count as a chainsaw, and then it's got Death Spitters, which again I can proxy as almost anything, but for the purposes of the catachan army, heavy flamers, because why not? We've got some guards in here, just painted up as neophytes. You'll notice a couple of Genestealer cult heads on there. And of course up here as well, pretty much the same, just with neophyte heads on. Elite choices. I was given this Commissar. He is counting as my Master of the Fleet. I think it's called the Master of the Fleet. The Enginecy, you'll notice, has a Tyranid Scythe, and then his servo arm is actually one of the Buzzsaws. And then this guy was just, he's going to count as my Minister and Priest, and you'll notice he's got a Genestealer cult banner instead of the normal one. And then just a unit of neophyte acolytes here. Of course, I will be pinning up more, so I can run a squad of 6 squads of 10. But we've got down here the Basilisk. Of course, I've got the Tyranid Rupture Cannon. This one has a Horror Specs on the back. This one has a Zoanthrope head, and then this one just has a Carnifex carapace on the back. You'll notice as well I put Devourers on the front to count as heavy bolters. But one of my favourite conversions has got to be this Manticore. Essentially, it's a Chimera, and I used some spare bits that I had. And these are Myotic Spores. Now, they are magnetised, so that I can still use them as Myotic Spores in my Tyrannid army. But essentially, as I fire the missiles off, I can just remove them. But yeah, that was the idea. Now, obviously, you only get 3 Myotic Spores. But the idea was the Spore Mine is just growing back. So as it launches it, it kind of replaces the ones that it's launched. And then just for gigs, I've put a Carnifex head on the top. Now, this was going to be part of a narrative campaign. I wanted a spaceship or a shuttle to take part in it. So the idea was I was looking for something a bit Imperial-like, more of a transport, not really a gunship. And I found this Star Wars toy. So I've added the Storm Talon wings on, and I've added a couple of bits and pieces on the top. And I've actually added 2 little rocket pods here from the Redemptor Dreadnought. So essentially it's going to count as, I think it's a Valkyrie. And there's actually a multi-las underneath as well. But yeah, that is the idea behind the Force. This is just shy of 2,000 points here. Of course, drop the Valkyrie and I can get in the extra guardsmen to run it as a brigade. So I'm looking forward to using them. And of course, most of this can double up in the Genestealer cult army. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Let us know what you think, guys.